Hello, my name is Connie Weiss, and it is my pleasure to present Moments of Truth today. In this session, we will define what the definition of Moments of Truth is, why it's important, and the 6 core pillars of Moments of Truth. The definition of Moments of Truth. In a nutshell, it is that first few minutes where a person forms an opinion about Toastmasters, the club, and its members. We can use the Moment of Truth club quality standard evaluation to concentrate on providing guests and members a quality, fun, supportive learning experience. The 6 pillars of Moment of Truth are first impression, member orientation, fellowship, variety, and communication, program planning and meeting organization, member strength, and finally, achievement recognition. Let's talk about each one of them individually. First impressions. It is what a person sees and feels. Are guests warmly greeted when they walk in? Was the meeting easy to find? Was the Zoom instructions easy to follow? Are members assigned to sit with guests? Are guests formally welcomed? Is there a guest book at the meeting? Or perhaps your club has a welcome pack to provide guests. Is the agenda explained to the guest? These all contribute to the person's first impression. At the end of the meeting, the guest should be recognized and asked to share their thoughts. But more importantly, it's up to us to ask them to join. The next pillar is a membership orientation. That guest has joined, they're excited. Now what? Does your club have a new member onboarding process? Does that new member get voted in? Is there a formal introduction? Perhaps you present them with a Toastmasters pin. Make it memorable. Celebrate their introduction to Toastmasters. I know for me, joining Toastmasters was a life-changing decision. Have a mentor ready to go. Toastmasters has a lot of resources to help uncover the needs of the new member. Maybe that new member is only interested in concentrating on public speaking. Or they're a go-getter and right off the bat, they want to do both tracks, the membership and the leadership. It is the mentor's job to find out and assess the new member's situation and determine their needs and wants. Maybe there are special needs that they are looking for. To explain pathway. That new member is gung-ho and has to do a presentation at work, and that was the reason why they joined. The mentor can recommend certain pathways that might help them because their goal is to advance in their career. There's several ways that the mentor plays a key role in helping the new member assimilate. Some clubs even have a special mentor chair that works with new members and the VPE. Their goal is to help the new member assimilate as quick as possible If the member's a little shy and doesn't want to do the icebreaker right away, then think about assigning that new member to a functionary role. Whatever the comfort level is, the mentor can help. Let's talk about the third pillar, which is the fellowship, variety, and communication of a club. How did that member come to the club? Hopefully, the best possible way, word of mouth. Somebody invited them. Or perhaps that new member or guest stumbled on to the club's website. That's why it's very important that the club's website, social media, and other ways that they communicate, such as Meetup, are accurate and current information is available. So it's very important to update. If you're sending out newsletters or emails, again, making sure that the information is timely, fun, and informative. Does your club participate in area, division, or district activities? Let the new member know. Maybe their goal is to become a professional public speaker. Once they're on the path to do so, let them know about contests. That's a great way to expand a speaker's arsenal and get in front of a new audience. Share other clubs that they might go and visit and give a speech, anything to help them progress in terms of their ability and their desire to do so. Now, a lot of clubs in the district have purely social events to help get to know members and just have fun. Speaking of fun, think about your meetings. Ask yourself, are your meetings fun, productive, and supportive? There's some awesome ideas listed at Toastmasters International for theme meetings. Some of my favorite meetings in the past have been a backwards meeting, putting Santa Claus on trial, as well as the Easter Bunny I attended recently was on trial at Easter with another club. Get creative, because we all know when people have fun and are learning, new members and existing members will stay. The moment of truth, again, is a tool that clubs can use to make sure that they're providing friendly, fun, and productive meetings. This is not just about new members or guests, because we always have to be recruiting. A lot of the clubs in our district would love to have new members, but we also have to focus on existing members. Are we meeting their needs? That brings us to the next core pillar, program planning and meeting organization. Again, what do potential members and existing members see at a meeting? I know I've been to more of my share of meetings that I walk in and it's very unorganized. At the last minute, due to cancellation or just even life, there's a lot of roles that have to be filled. That doesn't give a good perception of a club. Is your VPE organizing and scheduling members for 2 or 3 months? Is there a shortage of speakers in your club? Then think about reaching out to other fellow Toastmasters and give them an opportunity to move forward in their personal goals. Maybe their club, they're on a waiting list to speak. They might welcome the opportunity and the invitation to come speak at your club. Also, I would challenge all the officers of the club to commit to being a backup speaker, always having a speech in their back pocket. So when they're called upon to give that speech, they're ready to fill in. It's very important in today's world to be very professional, start the meeting on time, and end the meeting on time. Because let's face it, we're all so busy. And if you get off to a rough start and waste valuable moments scrambling to fill the agenda, that's time that you won't get back, plus the negative impression. Table topics. Oh my gosh, this is where we get to learn about our fellow members, and we can be as creative as we want to be. There's a million topics that can serve for table topics. Be creative. Inquiring minds want to know, for instance, about a certain subject. It all depends on the table topic master and where they're willing to go. The other pillar that we'll talk about that is very important and a concern within our district, because again, most clubs would welcome and need new members. What can you do? Why is it that Toastmasters deems 20 members as the magic number? Well, there's a reason. Because when you have 20 members, then people don't get burned out. You can schedule a full agenda. You always have to be recruiting. It's not and should not be your primary focus to bring in new members. The members that are part of the club also have to be nurtured and their needs must be met. One of the best membership building campaigns that I experienced was at the international level, and it was called the 1+1 campaign. And it was very simplistic. Think about it. If one member focuses on bringing at least one new member during the entire year, and if you have 10 members, guess what? You're at the magic number 20. So please think about who would benefit from Toastmasters. The answer is simple. Everybody. Your friends, your family, your coworkers. Give the gift of Toastmasters this season. Ask somebody to attend your club. Maybe your club isn't the right club for them due to the time or the day. Show them the club that may help them by having them visit Toastmasters International. We talked about having a variety of different things, making sure that the evaluations are informative, having a positive, supporting learning environment. I would highly recommend conducting the moments of truth at least once a year, because we all need to be reminded that by providing the best possible membership experience to our members is the ultimate goal of Toastmasters, so that they can achieve their goals. The final pillar of Moments of Truth is achievement recognition. Who doesn't like a little pat on the back? When a member finishes an education award, it is our job to celebrate it. First of all, we have to be very timely in submitting the education awards. Then I highly recommend the VPE, the VP of membership, tells the club so that they can join the member in their achievement. Because quite frankly, some of those paths are very hard to do. So they should be celebrated. If you're meeting in person, why not use a chart for the pathway levels to display and regularly mention and help monitor and help people encourage each other to ensure that their educational awards are achieved. January is a great time to bring up in club business and ask members to commit to their educational awards. We all need a little nudge sometime, and we all love when we achieve our goals and we have people to share. Your club might use ribbons to help encourage. I still remember the very first time I got the Best Evaluator ribbon. I now have quite a collection. Whatever it is, there might be a Spark Plug Award, or there is a Most Improved Speaker ribbon that you can use. Be creative, be consistent. Look at the DCP chart to help members and the club in the planning, achieving, and recognition of educational awards. We all join Toastmaster for a reason. Most of us want to be better speakers and leaders. Use the program. Complete your levels. Maybe your goal is not to get your DTM. Or if it is, make sure as the VP and all officers of the club and even fellow members that once the members' educational goals are known, that everybody is open and willing to help. Again, key questions to ask yourself. Does your club meet the Toastmasters Moment of Truth standards? What do your guests see and feel? Do you and your club and your members provide a fun, positive, and supporting environment? Have an official and formal member induction, member orientation? Have a mentor assigned that is critical in a new Toastmasters journey, but also in a seasoned Toastmasters. Maybe they're stuck at level 4 and 5. They could use a mentor, or the VP can work with them to help them get over that hump so that they can complete the path. fellowship, variety, and communication. The spice of life. Make sure your meetings are fun, friendly, positive, and supportive, and productive. Have a meeting agendas and functionaries and speeches well planned, scheduled in advance. Encourage not only for members to sign up online, but also maybe have a printout if you're meeting in person to make it easier to have members sign up for a speech or functionary. Because I know for myself, in that moment, I'll think about signing up and then I'll go to I'll get to the website later, and I don't. But if I'm in a person meeting, I am more likely to sign up and commit to a functionary role or a speech when a paper is placed in front of me. I know I'm probably a little old-fashioned, but that's what works for me. Think about all the creative ways that you can make your club meet the moment of truth standards. Always be on the lookout for new members. Remember the 1+1 campaign. Focus on friends, family, coworkers. Help change their life. And finally, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Thank you for your time today. Remember, you never get a second chance to make a first impression.